I discovered Daydream at a time where I was on a long healing journey. I was doing various therapies, traditional therapy, but also other things, workshops, experiential learning, meditation, all kinds of things to try to heal from a lot of the traumas that I've been through throughout my life. And I was going along with some of these therapies with a friend of mine who talked to me about discovering ketamine therapy. And it just sounded like something that maybe I could try. I wasn't really sure exactly what to expect. I didn't necessarily understand my friend describing his experience. I really didn't understand what he was saying, but I think I was kind of primed to accept trying something like ketamine therapy because I had already seen that other workshops and things that I've been through show me things that I didn't even know I didn't know. So I just put ketamine therapy in that box and I went for it. I felt very welcomed by Daydream. During my intake process, there was a 90-minute survey that was taken, a whole life history of mine, basically. And it was to see whether I was a good candidate or not. So I really appreciated that they took the time to discover whether I would be good for this treatment or not. And once we decided that I was, they connected me to an amazing therapist, which is another thing that I really appreciate about their service. That they found a therapist, they connected me to someone who they thought would be a good fit for me, and they absolutely were. So that was an amazing experience where I had 5 virtual therapy sessions that prepared me for what to expect for the medicine and getting me into the right mind frame of setting intentions for what I could get out of it, even though I didn't really know what was going to happen exactly. So, first treatment, my therapist was there. It was a very individualized space, one chair for me. I felt very comfortable. Everyone made sure that my vitals were good, and we went over everything, me and my therapist, about what was going to happen as far as we knew. And then I had the medicine, and there were just some instant results and instant things that I noticed after the treatment was finished. It's kind of like I was separated from the consequences of my trauma, I guess you could say. And so all that was left was my authentic self without any of the consequences, again, of what I've been through throughout my life. So that was kind of over here. And I'm over here experiencing life right now for the first time, unburdened by all that stuff. And that's really what it did for me. I used to have a lot of difficulty getting out of bed in the morning. My mind would fight me to stop me from getting up. And that was completely gone after I went through the treatment. I was able to just get up. There was no fight. There was no in-mind conversation or wrestling or anything like that. I was just able to get up and do what I wanted. I could focus for a lot longer periods of time after the medicine as well. And I had some memories come back to me about things that I had experienced in my past that really helped me understand what I had been through. And that's kind of what this allowed me to do. It helped me figure out what was a part of the consequences of what my life had been and what was just like the person who I was. Another thing that kind of drastically transformed after I did the medicine was my relationship with physical pain. I had been in physical pain for over 2 decades at that point before I did the medicine, just constantly, constant pain. And I attributed it to arthritis, which I do have. But after experiencing the ketamine therapy, I realized a lot of that pain was a direct consequence of what I've been through in my life. And it was gone after I did the medicine, and it hasn't returned. And so it was just interesting to be able to experience that, because that experience that I had is what allowed me to make sure that it didn't return. For an extended period of time, I had that experience. I see that this pain is not really a part of me, so I can let it go. So it's been amazing. Communication as well is something that's really increased. I'm able to have much better communication with my partner. I was able to communicate a lot better with my students. And it's just really improved my quality of life all around. So I'm very grateful that I found Daydream and all the great people there. Everyone was so helpful. And I'm just really grateful that I was able to find this amazing treatment on the course of my healing journey. I feel like I'm living a completely different kind of life. I feel like I have a different relationship to life than I ever have before the treatment. So it's a radical treatment that has really allowed me to make significant changes in my life. I wish the best for everyone out there. And I just want to say thank you, Daydream, for allowing me to move through life this way.